All right, so when putting together Facebook ads, it's broken up into a few different levels, and I'm going to walk you through each of those levels, and along with that, I'm going to give you some tips along the way for best practice. So right now, I'm in my ads manager. I have a Facebook ads business account, which allows me to manage ads for other people, or other people to manage ads for me, though I don't have anyone managing my ads but myself. But I do manage ads for others, so it might look a little bit different if you don't have an ads Facebook business ad account. So we're going to start at the beginning now if you do. So here I'm going to go here and go to Ads Manager. And when I'm taken to my Ads Manager, you'll notice that I have a few campaigns running already. Yours probably won't look like that unless you have had some ads running in the past. It'll list those there. But it shouldn't really matter too much because I'll show you how to start from scratch. So I'm going to start here. I'm on the campaign level, which is where I want to be, and I'm going to hit Create. From here, I'm going to choose my campaign objective. Now what this means is you're basically wanting to choose what you want the ads to optimize for. There's different end goals in mind for each of these options. Awareness ones generally help get your name out there and show to as many people as possible. Consideration usually encourages people to engage with your brand in some way or another. And conversion usually helps people convert to sales. And each of those goals is going to be different depending on what your business really needs. If they do online sales or primarily in-person sales or so on. But I'll kind of walk through each of these. Brand awareness and reach I really like because it gives you an option to set how often people should see your ads in a certain amount of time, which is why it's really, really great for helping get your name out there. So one of the default settings that I also like to use regularly is seeing your ad once every 7 days. So once someone has shown your ad once in a 7-day period, they won't see it again for another week or so. This is great because it helps your ad get around to as many people as possible in your target audience. And it's really great for, as it says, for creating that brand awareness. The consideration ones, traffic, if you want a lot of traffic to your website, to get people to maybe contact you or something like that, or at least look over what you have, look over a portfolio, look over some before and afters of jobs that you've done, maybe, that sort of thing. But this one optimizes to send traffic. So it's going to show to people in your selected audience that are most likely to actually click the link in your ad and go to that page. Engagement is to encourage people to engage with your ad in some way. And there's a couple options under this one. You can have people engage for post likes, page likes, and event responses. So this is a great option if you have an event that you're promoting through Facebook ads. I've had really, really great success with this before in promoting local events. App installs probably isn't as relevant to you if you don't have a specific app for your business. But basically it optimizes to show to people in your select audience who are most likely to download and install an app. Video views optimizes for people most likely to watch a video that you put out there. Having helpful videos out in your ads is a really, really, really great way to help establish that know, like, and trust factor because people buy from people they know, like, and trust. So if you can put some video ads out there that help people in some way, like if you do home restoration, you could give 5 tips for finding a great contractor. If you do paving or something like that, it could be 5 tips for prepping your house for that. If you do landscaping, it could be 5 landscaping tips for the soil in your area and that type of thing. So any that kind of helpful thing that you can talk your audience through. Chiropractic, 5 tips for eliminating neck pain. Doesn't have to be 5 tips either. It can be whatever you want. The shorter, the better, because obviously people's attention spans are shorter. But this one will optimize for people in your select audience that are most likely to watch the video. Lead generation, this will make more sense later, and I will show you how it looks more specifically on the back end of creating the actual ad. But lead generation optimizes for people to fill out a form right on Facebook to send you their info. So for example, if you do free consults for people, this can be an amazing way to generate leads for that, because people can put in their name, email, phone number, address maybe, right on a form on Facebook and submit it to you, and then that's a lead for you. I'll show you what that looks like on the back end. But a lot of small businesses, especially ones in like construction and so on and so forth, where usually the jobs are more expensive, a lot of times they'll have free consults where they'll come and, assess the job to be done. And this is a really great consideration campaign to run for that. Messages optimizes to get people to send you a message. So it'll optimize to get people to send your business page a message. I should specify that. So that's what those ones specify for. Conversions helps to convert people to sales. So it shows to people most likely to buy something online. Now, if you have a local business where your goal isn't to sell on a website, it's probably not as relevant for you. If you do, that might be relevant for you. Or another form of conversion is getting people to sign up for like a newsletter. And you can tell Facebook what a conversion is by telling Facebook where somebody goes once they've completed an action that you want them to take. So for example, if you want people to buy something on your website, and after they purchase, they get taken to a page that says, "Thank you for purchasing," you can tell Facebook that that's a conversion anytime someone lands on that page, because the only way that they land on that page is if they buy something. Same way with signing up for like a free newsletter or something. The page they get taken to after they sign up that says, "Thanks for signing up," whatever it says. The only way they get to it is by signing up, so you can tell Facebook, hey, this is what a conversion is when someone lands on this page. One of the downsides, though, is that this one doesn't optimize very well unless you have at least 50 conversions as of the time I'm doing this video. And of course, that may change because things change a lot. So if you're running quite a bit of low traffic, or until you have at least 50 conversions, whether it's newsletter signups or sales or whatever your chosen conversion is, this actually isn't one you're going to want to use. So just bear that in mind. I don't use this one very often, if at all, for that reason. Catalog sales obviously optimizes to get people to purchase items from like an online catalog. If you don't have one of those, not as relevant to you. Store traffic optimizes to help drive traffic to the store. And it'll show, to do this one, you have to have a location set up for your store. And if you don't, it'll walk you through how to do that once you click on that objective. But it basically helps drive traffic to the physical store by helping people get directions to the store. Now, keep in mind, the brand awareness and I believe the reach option also allow people to get directions right on the app to your store. So for that reason, I usually use these ones more than store traffic, although by all means, definitely something you can test. So if you're a local business and you're looking to help drive foot traffic, I would maybe go with brand awareness, reach, and video views. But if you're a business that operates more with consultations and phone conversations, or at least that's how you generally bridge the gap with new customers, I would definitely go with traffic, video views, lead generation, messages, or some of the brand awareness ones as well, at least to test it. So that's a broad overview of what the campaigns are, and I've included a download that should help you decide a little bit more about which one you should choose and which one's right for you. And if you have questions, there are these little info boxes over here that usually you can click on to learn more. And it'll load information here, and there's tons more information to help you kind of decide. So that's a rough overview of what your campaigns are. So let's say that I'm a business and I want to set up a campaign just to help increase awareness that people are here, or that our store is here. And let's say that I have a physical location I want people to go into. So for this ad example, I'm going to choose the reach campaign. So I'm going to call this one test ad and reach. For me, I like to use the type of objective in the naming convention because then it helps me know at a glance what's running and what the objective is. So if I want to look at something specific, I don't have to hunt through information to find out what the objective is. I can just look at it at a glance. So that's how you choose your campaign. And next I'm going to show you how to put together your ad set.